Hello, today I want to talk about Android Pay. Android Pay was announced this year at Google I/O. Google I/O is Google's developer conference where they release new things like SDKs and APIs and other software development related things. Android Pay looks like it's going to be really cool. I'm basing this on the information that I've read about it, as well as demo videos that I saw from people that were at Google I/O. Android Pay isn't out yet, and it should be out with the next major Android OS update. The way Android Pay works is it uses your phone's NFC chip, if it has one, to send transaction information to the merchant, which is basically the same way that PayPass, Interac Flash, and Apple Pay work. One big thing they failed to mention is if Android Pay is going to be available in Canada on launch. The reason why I question its availability to Canada is because Apple Pay, which is already out in the United States, is not available in Canada yet. It apparently is going to be available in fall 2015, but who knows if that's actually going to happen. I think the reason why there's always a delay with like these major things like Apple Pay and Android Pay when they come to Canada is because the banks in Canada operate a little bit differently than the banks in the United States. But it's just, I wish it was available right away. One big thing that Android Pay has over Apple Pay is that you can use your loyalty rewards cards with Android Pay. Gone are the days of hunting for those stupid loyalty rewards cards that you have oh so many of. The fact that Google included loyalty rewards cards with Android Pay is just awesome, because now that means I'm going to actually have a whole bunch of loyalty reward points and I'll actually be able to redeem them because I'm not going to forget about them. And that's just awesome. You might be thinking, well, this sounds cool, but it also sounds super insecure. Well, before Android Pay is actually authorized to transmit any information over NFC, you actually have to unlock your phone, and then it will allow the transaction to proceed. What actually makes Android Pay super secure is that technically speaking, you aren't paying the merchant directly. You're paying Google, and Google is paying the merchant. Think of it like an arcade. You want to play an arcade game? Well, you need tokens. In order to get tokens, you have to take your $5 bill and go to the token machine, and then you get $5 worth of tokens, and now you can pay the arcade machine in tokens in order to play your game. And essentially that's how Android Pay works. You pay Google, Google pays the merchant, and because of the speed of the internet, this all happens seamlessly and in real time. Yes, it does sound like a super complicated method to do this, but it is crazy secure. Here is a real world example. Let's say you have two people. You have Joe and you have Bob, and they're both at a gas station and they're both going to pay for their gas. Joe pays using Visa and Bob pays using Android Pay. Well, later that night, the gas station's payment information gets hacked. Well, the thieves now have Joe's credit card information, but they have nothing useful on Bob because Bob used Android Pay. And because of this, the merchant never actually received Bob's credit card number. Only Google did. This is exactly why I am super excited for Android Pay. Never has paying with NFC been so secure. In the comments below, let me know what you think of Android Pay. And yeah, that sums up this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Don't forget to have an epically awesome day. Bye!